LeBui is a very, very well-known player in this. He plays a lot of Ice Rider as well. Which is what we are about to see now. We're about to see Ice Rider versus Arceus Malamar. Should be an interesting game, to say the least. He's a good player, definitely.
Very good.
Very good player.
Very nice.
I remember when he was like the only one on Victini for a while.
Oh god, don't remind me.
The best Victini player. Like, no cap. Nobody can argue the fact that he was the best Victini player.
Yeah, because nobody else wanted to play Victini.
And those who did were nowhere near as good.
Mm-hmm.
Who would have guessed he'd pick heads and flip heads? I mean, like, I always do. I always pick heads, but I don't always flip heads. That's the thing. I have like certain days. It's just like some days I'll flip all of my heads and some days I'll flip none of my heads. Some days I will win every coin flip I do, and some days I will lose every coin flip I do. The practice of winning the coin flip. Do 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 do. Alright, so Ice Rider in the active with energy on it. They did flip heads on Crushing Hammer, so that sucks, but they do have Melanie in hand. Melanie in hand will let them accelerate. Never mind, they're getting Marnied. Let me play every card in my hand and see if my opponent can respond .deck.
.deck, yeah.
Yeah.
That's Mew.
Yeah. Okay, so the Evo Incense is clearly going to be getting Drizzile here to grab Melanie to try and draw into both Ice Rider Calyrex VMAX and also Energy. So that's going to be the big thing here. The Quick Ball will likely be going to get another Sobble as well. Thinning out another card from deck before using the Melanie in order to try to maximize the odds of getting what they want. Now let's see what the top deck is. Melanie! They don't need to Drizzile for it.
So they can just evolve into...
Yeah. It's probably better to wait for the Evo Incense, because it could be either Ice Rider VMAX or Drizzile for Capacious Bucket for other energy.
Yeah.
All of which seems good.
I think you Melanie first.
I think you Quick Ball for other Sobble first. There's the energy. That's Evo Incense
Energy
for...
path.
Yeah, the path does prevent them from being able to Arceus, but, like, they don't have another Arceus down after this turn, so... It's basically going to be... Oh, saving the Quick Ball. Saving the Quick Ball is interesting.
Well, they're not really threatened. What does Malamar do? Drag off?
Yeah, like, they're not threatened by anything, but getting down another Sobble, I feel, is just good. Getting Drizzile off Rises is huge. Oh! They're playing a Luminion! That explains a lot. Okay, that's why they saved the Quick Ball, because the Quick Ball is a direct out to Melanie to be able to accelerate here. And that's also why they didn't play down the path yet.
That makes more sense now.
Mm-hmm. Very smart, very smart.
This man is on like 5 head plays that we don't even know about.
Yeah. Honestly, I feel the Luminion is really smart, because the one thing I've felt about, like, Ice Rider is not being able to set up reliably. And just being able to search through your deck and tutor out a specific supporter seems really good. Especially in this format where there's, like, a lot of special energy hate. Luminion
Also,
and Ice Rider is super good. Yeah, that's
Luminion
actually...
can attack as well.
Yeah, it can attack in this deck, too. It was also part of the reason why me and my friend decided to lean his deck more towards the Bi-Barrel engine with 1 Crobat and 1 Luminion. We almost last minute tried to buy a Arceus V-Star to run a 1-1 Arceus V-Star line just for the ability to use Starbirth.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, if the deck whiffs, you just lose. It doesn't really matter if you bench it half the time. True.
I didn't see another Melanie in there.
I mean, they play... how many Melanie? They play 3 Melanie, 1 Raihan. And they've used 2
One's
now.
prized.
Ah, then that was the only other one they had. Because that's the second Melanie. They don't have another one now. Team's list plays Inteleon, Crobat, and Luminion. Yeah, that's fair. Although it's hard to justify both Crobat and Luminion in the Inteleon engine, I'd say. My friend right now, Hans, is playing the Inteleon engine with a one of Crobat. Not the Luminion, but is playing the Crobat.
Yeah.
Nice.
I still find it weird that people are cutting Crobat. Like, that just seems ridiculous to me.
I mean, like, people are cutting Crobat because it's a liability, especially against Mew. But, like, if you're Ice Rider, you're hoping to brick them anyway. Like, they win that matchup anyway. Unless you brick them with Path. That entire matchup is Marnie Path them and hope.
It still just seems weird that, like, you know, Shaman saw all of this play, and then it gets a reprint, and it sees no play.
It'll see more play when the Inteleon engine rotates out.
Crobat goes with the Inteleon engine.
Ah, you're right. I am a fool. That being said, Luminion's gonna see a lot more play.
Yeah. Because it's Lele.
It is literally just Lele.
So, people attacked with Lele. Can't do that with Luminion.
Yeah. They've already used V-Star power. They're... Ooh, Rope. Interesting.
Ooh.
The thing is, do you send up the Ice Rider and hope that they can't KO? Or do you send up... I'd say Sobble in this situation, because they have double Inteleon in hand. Sky return for a single attachment and multiple uses per turn. Yeah, I mean, like, Shaman was just broken. Like, you could use it multiple times.
And it was also,
and also just yeet it to hand.
Out.
Yeah, it, like, in the format at least, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, most decks in those formats already played at DCE. Want to duel me? Maybe on another stream, Florima. Because right now, it's just focusing on me casting for the tournament. We're focusing on casting today. However, this weekend, I am going to be playing in the Hegster Invitational, and I would be down to do a couple of viewer battles in between rounds as well. Because I'm sure there'll be quite a bit of waiting time, downtime in between games.
Like that.
But yeah, I am down for that. I am down for that. There's a Raihan.
Might as well keep that for next turn.
Well, they can do it this turn because the Sobble went down.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And they can also grab VMAX off of that, which is smart as well. Scoop up net to reset the Inteleon is also huge. Huge. Yeah. I'll hit you up then, definitely. Is that a Greninja Scarf? Yes, it is a Greninja Scarf on Peter. Zera Aura Paws and a Greninja Scarf.
Yeah.
Yup. Alright, Raihan and Cap Bucket. I'm not 100% sure if... I feel like grabbing Net would have been better. Because, I mean, I guess they have Research for next turn. And Cap Bucket just to attach.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess they still have, like, a full draw engine.
Yeah. Plus, you can just always discard... You can always discard just one energy.
Yeah. That is true. And they have Rope...
Both.
They have Rope for next turn. They're taking the KO and they have Rope.
Yeah. If they bring up the undamaged VMAX, they just... Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, they got boss off... They got boss off pros... They got boss off prizes. That's huge.
Well, unless they Marnie, that's just game.
Yeah. Unless the opponent Marnies, this is game. I don't know if I can watch this guy top deck perfectly anymore. This is painful.
He wills his cards into existence.
Hey, you've got to do that sometimes. You've got to just will your wins sometimes. Sometimes you just get the things you need off prizes. You know, it's important though, because like, especially if you check prizes, you can see what's prized and whether or not you have a likelihood of pulling it. I have a feeling that part of his decision to not grab Net there was because he knew that boss was prized. Like, the chance to get something off prizes, like, it was a 50-50 in that case, and basically guaranteed game. Hey, Rambo, how it be? Congratulations on top 16, by the way. That's just Pokemon, baby! Like, I still think that was a really smart play. Knowing what you've got in hand, knowing you have draw, even if you don't have game immediately next turn, I thought it was a really good play regardless. Marnie, unfortunately, is hitting here, which means that might get punished for not grabbing net. Oh, the Leon. Oh, that's interesting. Pal padding back in Melanie is huge. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I mean, it could be, but at the same time, a singular turn could win this game for LeBui. Like, they've got multiple turns to deal with this. There's no two prizers sitting on the bench. There's a... Like, even if this Calyrex goes down, they still need to hit twice. Yeah, so they're going to put a card to the bottom of the deck. If I had to guess, it's the pad. Yeah, the Pal Pad is the biggest thing here. Yeah, that's not something you want to bench. I mean, like, I guess. Because if you bench it, you could just evolve it out of range, and then you have another thing to buy turns with. But I feel like you wait until the following turn for that. Yeah. Do 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 do. You good, Peter?
Yeah. Just kinda...
I can tell you're tired, at least. I can definitely tell.
It's late.
It do be late. I don't see how any singular top deck gets him out of this, though. Like, he'd need multiple
Melanie
things.
into water?
Like, but then they wouldn't be KOing. There's also... The last Melanie is still prized. So they basically just need water to hit here. There goes the Leon to the bottom. Because, like, Leon Belt could get there. But that's nothing that they could top deck out of anyway. There's a Drizzile. That's just a pass. Unfortunate brick at the end of this, though.
It's trying so hot, too.
Yeah, until the end, though. Huge brick. Yeah, that Marnie definitely hurting.
Big.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the Drizzile is going to the bottom here.
I think you get rid of the Ice Rider, actually. Or not?
Well, I mean, that makes it where a top deck for Sobble doesn't become just a way to deal with things.
Yeah. He needs to get research. I don't think he plays research.
He does play research. He plays 2. 2 research. Yeah.
Just gonna go. Yeah, this is just gonna go game 2.
Yeah, punished for not hitting the net, unfortunately.
Can anything
Okay, so
realistically happen?
research into rope. And there's the Sobble.
Nah.
Yeah, that's game. Oh no. Wait, I don't think there's
Ooh.
there. Okay, there's no way that this donks here. There's no way. Yeah. A lot of people mistake misplaying as bricking. That is true. It is a misplay because it would have been a way to play around the Marnie. So it wasn't exactly a brick. It was something that... Because if you saw his future draws there, the Drizzile top deck could have been an out to have a potential option for game. Whereas in this particular situation, it was not, because he didn't grab the net earlier. Which is something that you have to think about when you're making your decisions, because you have to assume that your opponent is going to Marnie you. Especially when they're playing a disruptive deck like Malamar.
I think that unless... Oh,
that's
this Marnie could change a lot.
Yeah, I mean, like, there is a Drizzile there, but the Marnie could definitely change things. If they get, like, a quick ball... Okay, a research is not terrible. They do play Palpad, so even though they're losing their bosses, it's not awful.
But that gets rid of their Palpad too.
Yeah, I mean, like, they don't need to use it immediately kind of thing, but they definitely have to research. You know this. You know, looking at this hand, the only option is to research, hope you get an Ice Rider and attachment down, and keep calling for your Sobbles. Because last game, one of the hardest things was that they didn't get more Sobbles down to be able to chain off more evolutions with net. Big part of winning is figuring out how your opponent is going to win and taking away as many options as possible. Yeah, it's all about trying to close all of the holes as you're approaching your matchup. You don't want to just look at your next steps that you want to take to further your own game plan. You want to look at how your opponent wants to get to their win, how they want to mitigate your win con, and what you need to do to close those holes. Yeah, the Malamar literally relies on Marnie Path Handlock. So if you don't have an out to that in any way, then you're kind of stuck. In fact, some of my friends from Florida were on the... the belt is interesting. Some of my friends from Florida were on this type of archetype, like the Malamar Arceus archetype, but they were also playing Jolteon with Memory Capsule, the baby Jolteon, to shut down other Inteleon engines to make that one less out. Because they could Starbirth for Memory Capsule Jolteon, and it ended up locking down a lot of engines. Unfortunately, they ended up going 5-2-2 and whiffing out on day 2, but I really liked the concept. It was a nice concept. Yeah, having to grab Quick Ball here is important, because you need to be able to get down an Ice Rider here. I feel like getting rid of the path is probably the important thing here. Oh yeah, it's a deck that's meant to lock down everything.
Malamar is just all lock.
They built it pretty well as well. I'm assuming... Yeah, they've already used research here, so they can't use the Melanie yet. So sitting there with the Drizzile could be important. But I feel like they should net it, right? Because then they'll have 2 Sobbles and both of them are a Drizzile out. Because now if the Drizzile goes down, even though they have Melanie, they don't have a guaranteed Drizzile out. So they don't have a guaranteed out to energy, right?
If this gets knocked out, then they just...
They Melanie, but then they need energy.
Yeah.
So I feel like scoop up netting the Drizzile, even though it gets rid of the energy and the choice belt here.
Scoop up net is better.
I feel like it's correct, because regardless of what they knock out, whether or not it's Sobble or other Sobble, as long as it's not your Ice Rider, you have guaranteed Melanie, evolve to Drizzile, grab what you need, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I feel like not netting there was a misplay.
Oh, next turn.
Yeah, I feel like I'm getting better at, like, realizing all of these plays and what's important.
Never mind.
Peaches, I don't have a bedtime. I am an adult with insomnia. My bedtime is whenever my body allows me to go to sleep.
Welcome to the club.
Yeah. I mean, I've been in the club for so long that I highly doubt you can welcome me to the club. I'd be welcoming you to the club. I've been here for over a decade. In this club. Alright. So the fact that they weren't able to get the Arceus V-Star is huge here. Because it means that this Inteleon is going to be able to grab them practically exactly what they need. Which is Melanie and Evo Incense. Melanie and Evo Incense, so they have evolution, and then they already have Level Ball for Bucket. Evo Incense for the VMAX here. You know, have the same problem, but you still tell you to... So I tell you to go to sleep because you have work in 3 hours on most of those occasions. That's the only reason.
Jeez.
Like, literally the only reason. Like, if you could have a decent amount of sleep, other than that, go ahead, stay up as long as you want. But, like, still, it's important to have a healthy amount of sleep. Yeah. I feel like Quick Ball for other Sobble is important here, and then Level Balls and out to Drizzile. So... yeah, Marnie, I assume? I assume Marnie here? I mean, like, getting rid of the Marnie here? Or the fact that you would be up for 4 straight days? True! Getting rid of the Leon. That kind of makes sense. Because there is Arceus here, and then there's a Ditto and a Crobat on the bench. Being up for 4 straight days, you love doing that? You know, fair. Alright, so Evo Incense, that's not bad. It allows them to get another Ice Rider down to be able to tank through the rest of this matchup. Then they have Sobble, Inteleon, Drizzile. So a Scoop Up net would net 3 trainers here. Or just 2 if they only want to Scoop Up net the Inteleon after grabbing Scoop Up net off of Drizzile. They can get 2 trainers guaranteed. Technically 3 if they're getting net as one of them and then getting 2 others. Like, you know what I mean. You know what I'm saying.
No, you can only get one other if you get net as one of them.
Now, if you get net off Drizzile, you Scoop Up net the Inteleon and then get 2 more. Off of evolving into Drizzile. Because there's an Inteleon, a Drizzile, and a Sobble.
Yeet.
Ooh, 210 and removing a card from hand. That being said, having both Evo Incense and Level Ball in hand means that they have guaranteed out to whatever regardless.
I think they get research.
I think getting rid of the Leon was a mistake. Because look at this. If they had Leon... No, wait, never mind. They didn't have energy in play. Ignore me, because they would have had to Melanie attach and then also Leon
Melanie.
and Choice Belt. So yeah, they have to Melanie here.
Or Raihan.
Yeah.
Why Marnie?
I guess they have good cards in their hand, I'd assume. So what they need here... is a Escape Rope, Melanie. Because they have to take this KO here. Right?
I think you go up with one of the Inteleon.
Yeah, I know. I feel like that would be the correct play here. Because you have to go up with the Inteleon. But I guess they could grab Rope. I guess they could grab Rope now, kind of thing. Because they have 2 Shady Dealings Inteleon. So they could grab...
Your Rope.
Yeah, maybe they prize their Rope.
Maybe.
No, there it is.
Oh, it's there.
Right there, yeah.
So you Raihan for the energy, and I think you grab Rope off of Raihan.
Yeah. Like, you grab Rope, and then off of Inteleon you grab... I mean, I guess...
Does he not see the play?
I mean, like, they can still do it, though. Because they can grab Rope and Scoop Up Net off of this. Off of Evo Incense, I mean.
Yeah.
They're putting that back
Grab-
in.
Rope net.
Oh, I guess... I mean, to be fair, it's saving their energy, meaning that they
Yeah.
can do this later, kind of thing. I'm not gonna lie, I was expecting us to have a little bit of downtime between one of these rounds, so I could go to the restroom. I've been holding it for 3 straight rounds. 3 straight best of 3 rounds. So after this,
Feels
I'm gonna...
bad.
After this, I'm gonna find someone to raid, and then quickly
just
run to the
bug it.
restroom. Yeah. This has been an interesting set, though. Because it could still go either player's way. Do-do-do-do-do. There's a couple of people in mind that I could raid. Do-do-do-do. I'm assuming this is going to be a 180 and then removing probably the Evo incense, actually. Because the Evo incense isn't
No.
out. The Evo incense isn't out to 2 trainers, which could be research anyway.
Yeah. I guess we'll see what they pick.
Gatorade bottle? No, I'm not gonna piss on stream.
Mute yourself and then do
No.
it.
Yeah, attach research is good. They can get down another one of these, and then finish off later. Yeah, I feel like they have to put down another Ice Rider. They take the KO here, and then next turn they have Melanie for knockout on whatever else. Hopefully they get their second rope off of this. No, they only play one. They only play
I
one.
don't even
Yeah.
need.
No, I mean, like, that Ditto can transform into... I mean, like, if they manage to bump the path, I mean.
Yeah.
They have to go up with Ditto, hope they can bump path, and then evolve.
But evolving takes away their attacking options because they're all 3 energy.
I mean, like, technically they could Raihan double turbo. Because they haven't used their V-Star power yet. It has to be Arceus. So this Ditto goes to Arceus V. They have to Raihan. This is going to be an Arceus.
If it is or not.
No, Z-Man, absolutely not. Bucket. Anyway.
There's a bucket.
We got a capacious bucket. Anyway, yeah, this is gonna be Arceus. Oh! That's game. That's just game. It's just attach KO. And it's going to a game 3, which means I've got to hold on a bit longer.
Right. So Felinous is going first. And they get a mulligan. This is looking pretty similar to game 1 right away with the opening hand. The Minion from Marnie is probably the best option, but they do get a mulligan of their own. So that one card could change a few things. Let's see what the start is. Sobble Arceus, boss's orders off the mulligan did not help that much. Is it just attach pass? Ultra Ball away. What?
Alright, I'm back. All these water energies made me really need to piss. Anyway. So, who went first here? I believe the Arceus went first.
Yep.
Cool. So I got back basically before anything happened.
Yeah. And LeBui has basically the same start as game 1 or game 2.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they can start with research here. Research isn't terrible, because if they get energy, they can keep calling, and all they need is really an Ice Rider.
Marnie.
I mean, they don't have a Marnie.
Don't they play Marnie?
I mean, not in their hand.
Luminion.
Oh, yeah, you're right. True. Because then they need to keep their Drizziles, basically.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Or let it rip!
Play it safe. Grab the Marnie.
Do.
Or just pass.
Yeah, it's only 3 Drizziles, so they have to grab Marnie here. Or they grab Avery just to draw 3.
No, you grab Marnie and draw 5.
Yeah, I feel like that's correct, but at the same time, Avery, if they managed to hit Ice Rider, would have been a better play. They didn't hit Ice Rider either way, though, so that's...
Keep calling for 1?
Yeah. Well,
Or
I mean,
2.
yeah.
I think you keep calling for both of them. Or...
I guess they want a Luminion here. Because going... I mean, I guess it's not terrible to go, like, Melanie, but they don't have an out to that right now. I feel like Rope is good, though, because it forces them to need to find a switch out. Then they go into Sobble, keep calling. Or they just attach. Yeah, that works as well. Because they want to shuffle back the Luminion anyway. The problem is they don't have a way to discard that. And they don't play Ultra Ball. Ultra Ball would have been the only way to guarantee all those pieces. Yeah, they actually don't have a way to get this. Yeah, they can't attack with Luminion turn 2. There's no top deck they could get. There's not a top deck they could get that could get them out of this situation. Because they'd need to be able to discard water and also get Melanie.
Which is basically impossible.
The only thing they'd be able to do that with is Ultra Ball, and they do not play Ultra Ball.
Rip.
Yeah. Yeah, there's nothing they can do here. Memento. I'm gonna grab a water. There we go. Arceus Malamar looking like they're going to be taking this game by the reins at the moment. The Avery is good for just drawing cards, because the big thing that LeBui needs here is Ice Rider down. And that's the huge part.
Just draw the card with Avery.
How's the tourney today? Tourney's been alright. Honestly, I've liked being able to commentate again. I've felt a bit rusty, but other than that, we're fine. Oh, Marnie. Top deck Marnie. But that's not gonna help too much either. Fell asleep on stream? Honestly, valid. This is
actually a pretty good Marnie hand.
Yeah, good Marnie hand, but at the same time, they're still a full turn behind. 1 a.m. Yeah, it's 1 a.m. for me as well.
Same.
I think another Sobble. They already have a Drizzile in hand. They need to attach to this Ice Rider here. If this Luminion goes down, that doesn't seem good. I mean, like, the Pierce, I guess, gets the damage on the board, but if they just get a Choice Belt, you've kinda lost the game. And not getting down another Sobble seems sus as well. Because at least if you get down another Sobble and you grab Drizzile for Melanie, at least you have another potential Drizzile out. This just seems... What events am I going to? I'm definitely going to... Well, if I can afford it, I'll be going to NAIC. NAIC is the only other event I'm going to before next season, though. Indianapolis was the regional that I chose to go to for this season, and then NAIC is the internationals because I haven't been to an internationals yet. I want to get that internationals map and that internationals promo, so I'm looking forward to that. Speaking of which, this Friday I should have a a vlog from Indianapolis going up. So look forward to that, definitely. Yeah, this just seems very, very bad for LeBui right now. Although the opponent... Yeah, okay. The opponent had Crobat. I thought the opponent was, like, just bricking. But yeah, if they were playing down Evo Incense for no effect, it was clearly just to Crobat for more. Yeah, we got a vlog. I'm planning on doing, like, a mix of VTuber and IRL streaming going forward. Because I now have a high-quality green screen, which is going to be fun to use. I can also make some more videos now that I have a tabletop camera, so I'm looking forward to that. The only thing is going to be trying to save up enough money for NAIC. Maybe I do some sort of, like, subathon or something. I don't know. Maybe. Who knows? What kind of things would you want to see? Like, for, like, a subathon? Like, what kind of rewards or punishments would you want me to do for stuff?
I have one, but I don't think you would do it.
Did I make my own model? No, I did not make my own model. I made my first model, which was a really, really scuffed 3D model, but this one was a sort of cheap chibi model that was made by someone named Raz and rigged by Bree. However, I have been having another model in the works for a while. That being said, my model artist has not been online in the past 2 weeks. So, that's been a bit of an issue. I think that's smart. I think attaching the choice belt to the other Ice Rider is important. That being said...
This is just looking like another 40.
This is another reason why you should have gotten second Sobble down. Like, if you got another Sobble down, Scoop Up Net would have been an out to Evo Incense to KO the Arceus. That was just a misplay. That was just a misplay. There's nothing else about that. There was no, like, alternate play, no reason not to play the level ball. It's just a misplay.
You just pierce for 40 again.
Yeah, pick my NAIC deck. The thing that I'm most considering right now is definitely
Urshifu Samurott.
Urshifu Samurott, yes.
I'm probably gonna go pure Samurott. But
yeah.
I've also got Arceus and Urshifu. So...
Until I convince you to get it onto Samurott Urshifu, because I will prove...
That's not happening.
I will prove to you it's the better deck.
No, pure Samurott.
Prove! I will prove it to you with empirical data.
Shut the fuck up with Imperial. That shit still gives me PTSD.
You know you'd make me play Sylveon? Huh. Interesting. A way to get to NAIC would be making a really expensive goal of you get to choose my NAIC deck. Anyway.
$500, pick my NAIC deck.
Pay my plane ticket, pick my NAIC deck. You're the one who got me here, so might as well.
Yeah.
But what was the thing you were going to say? What was the thing you thought I wasn't going to do? You said you had an idea, but you didn't think I'd go for it.
Oh, shot glass of hot sauce.
Oh, I literally already plan on doing that. I've literally, for the charity stream, one of the goals was I'm going to do an IRL punishment stream. And one of the things on the Wheel of Pain is shot of hot sauce. And it has not been...
casually.
Yeah, again, I've done it before.
Okay, Peaches, it depends on the hot sauce in question.
Yeah. Like, Tabasco sauce is super easy. Tabasco sauce is easy.
I know it seems like kind of easy, or maybe my pain tolerance has like just been fucked up. But like, Frank's extra hot is spicy for me. I don't fucking know why.
Weird. Definitely weird. Oh yeah, so here's the thing. I love spice. I love spicy food.
Same
However,
here.
my digestive system does not agree with it. So I'll eat it, and then I'll regret it the next day. But I can tolerate
Again,
spicy food
same
very,
here.
very much. As my friend says, my taste buds are Mexican, but my intestines are very white. Oh, the 2 pierces into the glacial lands. That's super interesting.
Will it make a difference? Probably not.
It could. It could very much make a difference. Because it's making it where it's not a 3-prizer. It's another 2-prizer they're giving up. That could be a huge difference here. That being said, 2 Malamars means you have to go through at least 1. So... Oh, yeah, shaving my head is not something I'm willing to do. Absolutely not. There's a lot of things I'll do, but shaving my head is not one of them.
It's not one of them.
My hair is one of the things that I very much care about on my body. My hair is one of the things... My hair and my eyes are like the 2 things I genuinely love about myself. So tame, SMH? What's so tame exactly? Just a shot of hot sauce? Yeah, that's super tame. Another thing on the Wheel of Pain would be tasing me. I literally have a taser. Hold up, hold up.
Jesus Christ.
I literally have it right here.
That is loud.
Yeah! It is! Yeah, welcome back, Jay. It is 1 a.m., and this is literally the last game of the night. So after this, we will be rating and ending. It's literally finals. Final game of finals. You got jump scared by my taser, Lamau. Yeah, it's 1 a.m. It's not that bad. This is sort of normal, especially for these. Gaard Gauntlets have gone to 3 a.m. before. I'm kind of glad that we've started doing just top 8 for that reason. This is the interesting thing here, is basically... Why do they keep not playing the level balls? Like, they top deck Sobble, but if they had a Sobble this previous turn, they could have... I mean, I guess they just got Evo Incense off that. But that's not going to really help here, is it? They basically have to... They have to 40 into a 280 to kill. Yeah, that's all they can do. Barely 1018 over there. Yeah, I know you're PST, but over here we are EST. Alright, so that's a 70. Which at least gets it in 2-shot range. But that just means that the opponent just has boss for game as an out. And Capacious Bucket will be able to take the KO on the Malamar. But after that is where it's going to be not the best. Yeah. Yeah, that was a taser, not valid. It was a taser. I do own a taser. As well as, like, 8 swords. I'll be able to show them off on stream in a bit, actually. Not, like, today, but... One of these days, I'll be able to show off a bit of my collection of stuff. Just got back from Doctor Strange again. Got to watch the Illuminati scene again. I'm not even gonna, like, specify what that is, but... Why do I have a taser? Why do you not have a taser? Why do you not have a taser?
It's fucking Florida. Of course you have a taser.
I live in Florida around the insane people, and I am one of the insane people. So, yeah, the movie was whack, true. So I feel like the thing they have to do here is they have to Melanie attach, and then on the next turn, boss.
Yeet.
So right now, Melanie attach, next turn, boss the Crobat for game. Assuming the opponent doesn't just have boss. I mean, like, you missed a few rounds, but it doesn't really matter too much, because, like, you can come in and out, watch whatever games you want. You don't have to be here for the entire stream. You never have to. That's one of the cool things about this stream, is you can do whatever you want. You can be here for as long as you want, or as little as you want. It's completely up to you.
Also, VODs exist for a reason.
Yep. True. The Raihan is nice. However, I don't think there's any way to guarantee that the opponent doesn't have boss. I mean, you're fine. You're fine, Jay. It's okay. Also, typos happen. It's fine. Right. I feel like this is being overthought a bit. You've got 5 seconds, Pig. Right, there's the energy. Gonna attach. Then the Evo Incense is gonna grab the... Yeah, so level ball for another Drizzile. Okay. The Evo Incense does become game. Yeah, Asabel is prized. But the Evo Incense would get game for next turn. Because it grabs... Oh, wait a minute. They're out of energy. There's no more energy in deck. So they can't boss. Oh, they got it off prizes. Okay, that makes sense.
There's the energy.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Just gotta hope that...
yeah,
you know,
I'm sure they
going
counted
into
the
the
energy,
boss.
saw what was prized, and were like, okay, I'm most likely to get one off prizes. Because if they prized one and they're taking 3 prizes, that's still 75% chance you get it. But there's the boss, and that will be the end of the game. Felinous will be taking the entire tournament with Arceus Malamar. With no paths, nonetheless. It's just collapsed stadiums. That's kinda insane.
Kind of based.
Kinda based.